Welcome to Mystery Biology. Let's learn something new. Today, in this video, I'll be talking about human eye. I don't think I need to explain why eye is so important organ in our body. The eye is like a camera that allows us to see this beautiful world. It helps us to see different colors and shapes. Without this, we can't admire the beauty surrounding us. Anyways, without any delay, let's focus on the anatomy of the eye. We all know eyes are complex organs, so it is going to be little tough for you to understand its anatomy, but don't worry, I have tried to make it easy for you. Well, this complex organ is responsible for detecting light and converting it into signals that the brain can interpret as visual images. The human eyes look like a ball or a sphere, but it is not. Actually, it is a two-piece fused structure. We will see this in next slide. Its diameter is about 2.5 centimeter. It is situated in orbital cavity or the eye socket. Its orbital cavity provides protection to the delicate structure of the eye. The bony wall of the orbit acts as a shield which reduces the risk of injury from the external forces. This orbital cavity has a layer of adipose tissues that act as a cushion to the eyeball. There are two main cells that are present in the retina, rods and cones. Rods and cones are photoreceptor cells which help in our vision by detecting light and converting it into electrical signals, and that electrical signal is interpreted by brain as images. Rods are responsible for light vision and cones are responsible for color vision. You can remember this as cones starts with C and color also starts with C. So cones for color vision.
For better understanding, this structure is divided into two parts, anterior and posterior segment. You can remember this as parts in front of the lens is in anterior segment and the parts at the backside of the lens is in posterior segment. Here, lens is creating an imaginary line to divide these two segments. So the anterior part, which is just in front of the lens, consists of cornea, aqueous humor, pupil, iris, lens, suspensory ligament, ciliary body, etc. While the posterior segment, which is just backside of the lens to the optic disc, consists of choroid, retina, macula, optic disc, optic nerve, vitreous humor, etc.
Now let's go into the details of the structure of eye. When you look at someone's eye, what you see? You see a white part. That white color portion is known as sclera. The sclera is outer layer which surrounds the eyeball. But remember, it is not surrounding the cornea. It starts from the cornea and covers the whole eyeball. Then comes the middle layer which is vascular in nature and it is known as the choroid. And then what you can see here, you can see the innermost layer is the retina. As I have discussed previously, the retina consists of rods and cones. So this layer is responsible for color and light vision. So basically, eyeball consists of three layers. The outer layer is the fibrous layer, the middle layer is the vascular layer, and the innermost layer is the nervous layer. Now let's come to the outer layer. The outer layer, it surrounds the eye and it consists of cornea and sclera. The cornea is the transparent part of the eye which helps in the focusing of light into the retina. And sclera is opaque and it provides protection to the eye.
As I have told you, an eyeball is not proper spherical in shape. In fact, it is a two-piece fused structure. The clear transparent cornea, which is eye's major refractive structure, covers the anterior 1/6 of the total surface area of the globe, while the white opaque sclera covers the remaining 5/6 part of the globe.
The middle layer is the uveal tract. It basically consists of iris, ciliary body, and choroid. The iris is the color part of the eye which regulates the amount of light entering into the eye. When the bright light is there, then iris constricts and closes the pupil. Here, the pupil is opening at the center of the iris through which light enters. So, the iris adjusts the size of the pupil and this pupil expands when the dim light is present in the surrounding.
The second part of the uveal tract is ciliary body, which is just the extension of iris and it is present at the backside of the iris. The ciliary body has two main functions. First, it produces aqueous humor, and second, it changes the shape of the lens so that lens can focus the light rays on retina. In simple words, this ciliary body contains muscles that regulate the lens. Here you can see suspensory ligaments coming from the ciliary body. These suspensory ligaments hold the lens. As you have seen, iris controls the movement of pupil and regulates the amount of light entering into the eye, while ciliary body regulates the lens. Together, these two structures help to focus the light on your retina.
The third part of the uveal tract is choroid, which is also the middle layer of the eyeball, which has blood vessels, and it basically supplies oxygen and nutrition to the inner part of the eyeball, especially the retina and optic nerve. The innermost layer is the retina. It is also called the nervous layer. Why it is called the nervous layer? Because it consists of numerous nerve cells, approximately 200 million neurons. It is light sensitive layer that converts visual image to electrical signal through optic nerve, and that signal is interpreted by brain. Whatever you see comes from cornea and lens to the retina. Here you need to understand three parts of retina. First is optic disc, second is macula, and third is fovea centralis. First let's talk about optic disc. This is the part of retina from where optic nerve exits. Since retina has numerous nerve cells, and these nerve cells exits or goes out of the eyeball through this optic disc. It is also called the blind spot because no photoreceptor cells are present at this point.
Macula is the part of central retina which gives the sharp and clear image. This macula helps us to see colors in the world. Since it is responsible for central vision, so in case of patients who are suffering from macular degeneration, no central vision is present in them. As we have seen, macula is the central part of retina that produces sharp image. So fovea central is located at the center of this macula, and it is responsible for high visual acuity because of the presence of cones. In other words, fovea centralis, which is a depression or a pit in the macula which has a large number of cone cells. And we know cone cells are responsible for color vision. Here you can see central retinal artery which supplies blood to the inner layers of retina, and central retinal vein which drains blood from capillaries of the retina into the vein outside of the eye. Though retina has 10 layers, but I have shown here 3 major nerve cells. These are ganglion, bipolar and photoreceptor cells. The ganglion cell layer is the innermost cell layer where light enters. Bipolar cells are present between photoreceptor cells and ganglion cells, while the photoreceptor cells, that is rods and cones, are present at the outside facing the choroid layer. The human eye has 4 refractive media: cornea, aqueous humor, lens and vitreous humor. Now the question is, how does refractive media work? Refractive media bends the light rays when it goes from one medium to another medium in a way that it can focus onto the retina. I'll discuss about these 4 refractive media in detail in the next video. So far, we have seen internal structure of the eye. Now let's see what are the external, or we can say accessory organs of the eye. These include eyelid, eyebrows, eyelashes, conjunctiva and lacrimal gland. Eyelid, eyebrows and eyelashes act as a protective organ, while conjunctiva is a thin membrane-like structure which covers the sclera. The conjunctiva keeps your eyes lubricated, creating tear film and protects the sclera from the damage. The inflammation of conjunctiva is called the conjunctivitis or the pink eye. Lacrimal glands are exocrine glands that secrete the aqueous layer of the tear film. This gland is located in the upper lateral region of each eye.
Most students find it difficult to draw the structure of eye. In my previous video, I have shown how easily you can make the structure of eye. I hope after watching that you would not feel difficult to draw the structure. That's it for today. If you have any question, write in the comment section. Thanks for watching.